Welcome to the Dr. Dare Show. My name is Dr. Frederick Dare. I am a therapist here in Atlanta, Georgia, and welcome to my channel. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like this video, share it, and click the little bell at the bottom of the screen so that you will get updates of when I upload new content. So, today's topic we're talking about, why are people not social distancing themselves, but they are panic shopping or panic buying? Yes, that's the topic for today. It's why are people not social distancing but are panic shopping or panic buying? Okay, so the reason this topic came up, we all know that we've been dealing with the coronavirus pandemic in the United States. So the object of social distancing is to combat the spread of the virus by asking people to kind of isolate themselves, stay in their homes. If they have to go out, limit their contact with people. According to the CDC, you should at least, if you're interacting with people, you should be 6 feet away from them, because how it's spread is through respiratory droplets that can, if someone's talking, their saliva is spitting to the other person and can get in their mouth or their nose, allegedly. And so they asked us to do social distancing, and I've been doing it. The gym that I work with, they closed. I work from home already. I've been working from home since 2015, so this is no big deal for me, but I'm sure it's hard for people. And it's hard for, I think, the younger generation, because they want what they want right now. And some of them, not all of them. And I'm looking at the news and on social media, and I'm looking at the beaches in Florida, and there are tons of people at the beach. And so I was listening to a video, and I want you guys to hear it.
About 2 months without the ship playing. 2-3 months. So we're just having a good time. Whatever happens, happens.
Like, it's really messing up with my spring break. What is there to do here other than go to the bars or the beach, and they're closing all of it? It's really messing up. I think they're blowing it way out of proportion. I think it's doing way too much.
Doing us bad. We need a refund. This virus ain't that serious. It's serious. There's more serious things out there like hunger and poverty. We need to address that.
Yeah, I mean, we planned this a long time ago, and it was kind of up in the air if we were still go, but like, we're here. I just turned 21 this year, so I'm here to party, so it's kind of disappointing, but we're just...
And now you get the gist of what I'm saying. So these, the younger generation, they wanted to go to their spring break and participate in that, and I get it. You know, a lot of us that are isolated and we're participating in this social distancing, we want to go on with our normal lives, but right now we can't. The death rate here in the United States is 164, last I checked, with 11,000 cases. Yeah, and Italy, sorry, has 3,405 deaths reported on CNN that I last listened to. So we have to participate in this social distancing if we want to combat this virus. And it's not fun for anybody. We're all having to adjust our lives, work at home, spend hours alone. To me, this is time for you to reevaluate your life, just think about things. You know, the lessons I've learned from this coronavirus thing is that, you know, life can change in any minute. I'm looking at like 3 weeks ago, even almost 2 weeks ago, we were all just going to church and going to clubs and going to, our jobs, going to the movies, going skating, doing whatever you normally do. But that has to stop right now. And we all have to sacrifice that our lives, because we don't want to get people sick. Even though these people are young, I think they think they're invincible, because the records were showing on CNN and all the other stations that it was it was more dangerous for older adults. But now I'm seeing more statistics where younger people are, getting the virus as well. And not only that, if you're a young person and you contract the virus, you may be a carrier and take that home to an older adult or somebody with an immune system that is weak and transfer it to them, and then they die. And so it's important that we all participate in social distancing. And churches, that includes you. I know you're supposed to have faith and the size of a mustard seed and just proceed on with life. But my people perish for lack of knowledge, right? So I'm looking at church services and I'm looking at you sitting in the pew. You're not 6 feet away. If you're screaming hallelujah, your saliva is spitting on someone else, you're not social distancing and it's not safe. And you're putting everybody in that church's life, all the members of that church, in you're putting their lives in jeopardy. Prime example, the Grace Fusco, the Fusco family, F as in Fred, USCO. They had a family gathering. This is a New Jersey family, and I guess they thought nothing of it. And then I think what we say, the mother and 2 of her elder children died, and all the 4 other members of that family are still being treated for this virus. So a little social gathering turned out to be detrimental. So imagine at the beach and all the stuff that I saw, all the people I saw at the beach. That's horrible. And you don't know, the thing is, you don't know who has it. So you have to treat people like everyone has it. No plane rides, I don't care how cheap they are. No cruises, I don't care how cheap they are. For your own benefit, now is the time to just sacrifice this time to think about somebody else and keep yourself out of danger. Stay in the house. You know, take up a new hobby. Do something that you've been saying you wanted to do. This is the time to do those things. Reevaluate your life. People are dying. There was a 55-year-old man named Kevin Harris. I'm seeing the news right there. He developed the coronavirus. Didn't have any symptoms. He said it felt like his lungs had crystallized, kind of just, dried up, and he couldn't breathe. And so, but he didn't have any of the symptoms of, that they're saying out there with the cough and the fever and all that stuff. I think he had a fever, something like that. But anyway, practice social distancing. And what that means is stay in the house as much as you can, isolate yourself, only come out necessary to go to the grocery store or go to the pharmacy. If you're out jogging or walking in the park, still stay away. I went to the park last Saturday, and every time I saw a crowd, I would go the other way. That's social distancing. I achieved my walk, but I kept my distance. I stayed away from them. Don't be in people's faces. That's the dangerous thing about having a party and you drinking alcohol. You start drinking, or you're at a bar and you start drinking, and you just get touchy and just spitting and talking all over. No, we need to practice social distancing. We can do it. Sacrifice this time. It's hard sitting in the house and not being able to do what you want to do when you want to do it. I get it. But you have to. We have to combat. We don't want to be like Italy. They have like 3,405 deaths from this. And I know the mentality in the United States is that this is fake, this is a hoax. And that unfortunately came out of our president's mouth when this started early on, and I think people are still maintaining that. But people are in danger. The healthcare workers are in danger because we weren't prepared as a country. They're running out of masks and ventilators, and one of my friends who's a nurse called me and was saying that they're out of equipment and it's dangerous, and that I needed to pray and stay in the house and avoid people. This is serious. This is not... I know we think the media is this, because that's what the current administration is saying, that the media is just hyping this stuff up. They have to report it. It's just negative. And I don't care about the flu. I say this in another video. The flu has a vaccine at least. And yeah, people have died. But the way we can contract this disease or spread this disease is different than the flu. You can easily spread it and not even know you have it. And so, well, I don't care about the flu. Yeah, who cares? So on the flip side of that, the panic buying, guys, I was going to do a separate video of this, but I'm going to do one video. The panic shopping, the panic buying has got to stop. It has nothing to do with the virus. You started panicking when you heard about a virus, so you thought the first thing you did was go buy food and buy tissue and grab all the tissue off the rack. They're not shutting grocery stores. You know, there's this thing called, and I should have had it, I think shelter in place. If this is probably the thing that will happen if they shut all the stores and stuff down. The grocery stores and the pharmacy will be open. You will be allowed to go to the grocery store. You probably have to show, like the National Guard or whoever's patrolling the streets, you have to show them why you're out there. But they'll allow you to go to the grocery store. They will allow you to go to the pharmacy. They will probably allow you to walk your dog and jog or whatever. It's just the unnecessary, like being at a beach when you should be in your house. Stuff like that, they will. But you don't have to buy all the tissue off the rack. You don't have to buy all the food. There's not a food shortage. I don't understand the correlation between this virus and buying all this food and buying all the toilet paper. Like, I didn't rush out and buy toilet paper. I was stuck with almost 3 rolls left, which is normally when I would go and get another roll, and which is what I did yesterday when it was restocked. I bought one. Because there's no correlation, there's no connection with the virus and toilet paper, or the virus and food. So stop. I know old folks always had their pantries stocked with food. You probably should do that. I did go out and buy food because I didn't have any in my apartment at all. And people were frantic that I was going to starve to death. And I was like, okay. I still didn't panic buy. I still just bought one of this, one of this, one of these. Like the staples of a kitchen. But I still didn't walk out with bags of toilet paper, bags of food, and cleaning the shelves off. Stop. Knowledge, people. Knowledge is power. And what does it say? My people perish due to lack of knowledge. So stop. Stop panic buying. And if you don't know what panic buying is, let me define it. I'll define it myself. It's just when you have this fear, something big is in front of you. You don't know what to do about it. So you do what you can, which is, oh, go to the grocery store and buy all this food. Oh, go buy all the tissue, buy up all the water, because I'm going to need this in case la 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 happens. But la 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 has nothing to do. In this case, la 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 is the coronavirus. It has nothing to do with the food and the water, and at least not yet. The water and toilet paper. But I don't know when it ever would. Because they're not going to, if they shut the grocery stores down, if they're going to do that, maybe a week or two, if they're going to do that. I don't think they're going to do that. I'm just rambling. Just for those who think like that. That's not, nobody said that. There's no correlation to tissue and the coronavirus. No correlation between food and the coronavirus. So let's stop the panic buying and let's start social distancing. I don't know why I'm struggling with that word. Stay out of people's faces. I know you want to talk to your friends. Call them on Facebook. Call them on FaceTime. Do a FaceTime happy hour. You're in front of your screen with your drink. They're in front of their screen with their drink. Drink and laugh and have fun. I've seen a lot of fitness classes. People are streaming them, recording them, and doing them live on Facebook. Stuff like that to protect yourself. Because you don't know who has the virus. And you want to treat, like the CDC is saying and the news is saying, you want to treat everybody like they have the virus. That even includes your friends, you know. Isolate yourself. I know it's tough. I know it's hard doing something that you don't want to do. A lot of people hate that, but we have to. So I will get off my soapbox. Thank you for listening to the Dr. Dare Show. Don't forget to subscribe. Share this video, like it, click the bell at the bottom of the screen so you will get notifications when I upload new content. And have a great week. This is week 1 of my isolation period, self-quarantine. Again, probably a lot of people now in Georgia, the stores are starting to close and all that stuff, but not grocery stores and not pharmacies. Anyway, have a good rest of the week. Thanks.